Hello everyone, and welcome back to Body Revival. It's wonderful to have you all here with us today. I'm incredibly grateful for your continued support and for being a part of our growing community dedicated to reclaiming and optimizing our health. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our valuable health videos. We're always working to bring you the most impactful and actionable information to help you live your healthiest, most vibrant life. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that is becoming increasingly prevalent, yet often goes unnoticed until it reaches a critical stage: fatty liver. This isn't just some abstract medical condition. It's a silent epidemic affecting millions worldwide, subtly undermining their energy, their well-being, and ultimately, their longevity. You see, your liver is an absolute powerhouse, performing over 500 vital functions every single day, everything from detoxifying your body and producing essential proteins to storing vitamins and regulating blood sugar. When this incredible organ becomes overwhelmed with fat, its ability to function optimally is severely compromised, setting the stage for a cascade of health problems that can profoundly impact your daily life. Imagine trying to run a marathon with weights strapped to your ankles. That's essentially what a fatty liver is doing to your body. It slows everything down, makes you sluggish, and creates an environment ripe for more serious diseases to take hold. Understanding this condition, its signs, and crucially, how to reverse it, is not just about avoiding a diagnosis. It's about reclaiming your vitality, your energy, and your future. The statistics surrounding fatty liver are truly eye-opening and, frankly, a bit alarming. According to the American Liver Foundation, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD, is the most common form of liver disease in children and adolescents, and it affects an estimated 80 to 100 million Americans. Globally, the prevalence is skyrocketing, mirroring the rise in obesity and type 2 diabetes. We're talking about roughly 1 in 4 adults in the general population, and that number climbs significantly higher in individuals with conditions like obesity or metabolic syndrome. Consider this: a study published in the journal Gastroenterology found that the prevalence of NAFLD has more than doubled in the last 20 years. This isn't just a problem for a select few. It's a public health crisis that is silently eroding the health of our communities. The implications are far-reaching, from increased healthcare burdens to a diminished quality of life for those affected. But here's the crucial part, the reason why you absolutely need to stick with us today. Fatty liver, particularly in its early stages, is often reversible. Yes, you heard that right. And today, we're going to reveal an ancient recipe, alongside modern evidence-based strategies that can help you take back control. This isn't about expensive medications or complicated procedures. It's about empowering you with knowledge and simple, yet incredibly powerful, actions you can take right from your own home. So, let's unlock the secrets to a healthier liver, starting right now. One of the earliest and most insidious signs of a developing fatty liver, and one that often goes completely unnoticed or is easily dismissed, is a persistent, unexplained fatigue. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Everyone gets tired, especially after a long day or a restless night. And you're absolutely right. But the fatigue associated with fatty liver isn't your typical tiredness that a good night's sleep can cure. This is a deep, pervasive exhaustion that lingers even after adequate rest. Imagine waking up in the morning feeling as if you haven't slept at all, with a heavy, dragging sensation throughout your body. You might find yourself struggling to concentrate, feeling mentally foggy, and lacking the usual drive and motivation to tackle your daily tasks. The cause behind this specific type of fatigue, when linked to fatty liver, stems from the liver's compromised ability to perform its myriad functions. As fat accumulates in liver cells, it impairs their metabolic processes. Your liver is responsible for converting nutrients from your food into energy, storing glycogen, your body's primary energy reserve, and detoxifying waste products. When this machinery is clogged with fat, it simply can't keep up. Think of it like trying to run a complex factory with crucial parts gummed up and sluggish. Energy production plummels, and toxins that should be efficiently eliminated start to recirculate, contributing to that heavy, unwell feeling. For instance, you might notice that even simple activities, like walking up a flight of stairs or doing light housework, leave you feeling completely drained. A real life example could be a person who used to enjoy their morning run, but now finds themselves dreading it, feeling too exhausted to even get out of bed, despite no change in their sleep habits or routine. They might attribute it to stress, aging, or simply being busy. But the underlying issue could very well be their struggling liver. If this persistent fatigue goes unaddressed, it doesn't just impact your daily energy levels, it can significantly reduce your quality of life, leading to decreased productivity, a lack of engagement in social activities, and even contributing to mood disorders like depression, as the body struggles to maintain its internal balance. It's a silent drain that chips away at your well-being, making it harder to engage in activities that would otherwise benefit your health, like exercise. Another crucial, yet often overlooked, sign that your liver might be under distress from accumulating fat is a noticeable and sometimes puzzling abdominal discomfort or pain, particularly in the upper right quadrant. Now, it's easy to dismiss a general achy in your stomach, attributing it to indigestion, gas, or even just a tight waistband. But when we're talking about fatty liver, this discomfort often has a specific location and a persistent, dull quality. The liver itself doesn't have many pain receptors, which is why fatty liver can progress silently for so long. However, the liver is encased in a capsule, and as it becomes inflamed and swollen due to fat accumulation, this capsule can stretch, causing a sensation of fullness, pressure, or a persistent, dull ache just beneath your right rib cage. It's not usually a sharp, agonizing pain like a kidney stone, but rather a constant, nagging discomfort that you might feel after meals, or even when you're just sitting or lying down. This feeling can sometimes radiate to your back or shoulder. The cause, as mentioned, is the inflammation and swelling of the liver as it becomes overloaded with fat. This fat isn't just sitting there, it's triggering an inflammatory response within the liver cells, leading to cellular damage and enlargement. Imagine a balloon being slowly inflated inside a relatively tight space. The pressure will build, causing discomfort. A real-life scenario might involve someone who frequently complains of feeling bloated or heavy in their upper abdomen, especially after eating fatty or processed foods. They might find themselves loosening their clothes or rubbing their side unconsciously. They might try antacids or other over-the-counter remedies, finding only temporary or no relief, because the issue isn't simply indigestion, it's an organ under stress. If this abdominal discomfort is ignored, it signifies ongoing inflammation and damage within the liver. This persistent inflammation can eventually lead to more severe conditions like fibrosis, scarring of the liver tissue, and cirrhosis, where the scarring becomes extensive and irreversible, profoundly impairing liver function and potentially leading to liver failure. The dull ache is your liver whispering for help. If you don't listen, that whisper can turn into a shout that's much harder to ignore. Moving on, a less obvious but equally significant indicator of potential liver issues, including fatty liver, is unexplained changes in your skin. Specifically, the development of dark patches, often described as velvety brown or black, in skin folds. This condition is medically known as acanthosis nigricans. While it's most commonly associated with insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, which are frequently co-occurring conditions with fatty liver, it's a strong visual cue that your body's metabolic health is compromised, and your liver is likely feeling the strain. These dark patches typically appear in the armpits, groin, neck folds, and sometimes under the breasts or to the creases of your knuckles. The skin in these areas might also feel thicker and slightly rough to the touch. The underlying cause is complex but primarily relates to elevated insulin levels in the bloodstream. When your body develops insulin resistance, your pancreas produces more and more insulin to try and get sugar into your cells. This excess insulin, at high concentrations, can stimulate skin cells to multiply abnormally, leading to the characteristic darkening and thickening. Your liver plays a central role in insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. So when it becomes fatty and inflamed, its ability to process insulin effectively is impaired, exacerbating insulin resistance throughout your body. For example, someone might notice their neck looking dirty, despite diligent washing, or find their armpits developing a darker hue that wasn't there before. They might try various creams or scrubs, believing it's a superficial skin issue, when in reality, it's a systemic problem signaling metabolic dysfunction. If acanthosis nigricans is ignored, it not only points to a potential fatty liver, but also acts as a clear warning sign for the progression of insulin resistance towards full-blown type 2 diabetes, if it hasn't already developed. Both fatty liver and type 2 diabetes are deeply intertwined, each exacerbating the other, leading to a vicious cycle of declining health. Recognizing this skin change is vital because it provides an external, visible manifestation of an internal metabolic imbalance that needs immediate attention to prevent more severe and irreversible health consequences. Another subtle but important sign that your liver might be under duress from excess fat is digestive discomfort and issues, particularly concerning bile production and fat digestion. Your liver is intimately involved in digestion, most notably by producing bile, a greenish, yellow fluid that aids in the breakdown and absorption of fats in your small intestine. When your liver is burdened with fat, its ability to produce and excrete bile effectively can be compromised. This can lead to a range of digestive complaints that often get misdiagnosed or attributed to other common gastrointestinal problems. You might experience persistent indigestion, feeling nauseous after eating fatty meals, experiencing bloating, or even noticing changes in your stool, such as pale, colored or greasy stools, which indicate improper fat digestion. Imagine your liver as a meticulous chef preparing an essential ingredient for your digestive system. If that chef is overworked and has limited resources, due to fatty infiltration, the quality and quantity of the ingredient seconds bile will suffer, leading to disruptions in the entire digestive process. A real-life scenario could be someone who used to enjoy a meal with healthy fats, like avocado or salmon, but now finds themselves feeling queasy or uncomfortably full afterward. They might also notice that their bowel movements are less regular, or that their stools appear lighter in color and float, which is a classic sign of undigested fat. They might even develop gallstones, as impaired bile flow can lead to bile stagnation and crystal formation in the gallbladder. If these digestive issues are left unaddressed, not only do they cause daily discomfort and diminish your enjoyment of food, but they also mean your body isn't efficiently absorbing crucial fat-soluble vitamins Z, A, D, E, K that are vital for numerous bodily functions, including immune health, bone health, and vision. Furthermore, chronic bile stagnation can contribute to an increased risk of gallbladder disease, necessitating more aggressive medical interventions down the line. It's a clear signal that your digestive factory, heavily reliant on a healthy liver, isn't running smoothly. A surprisingly common, yet frequently misunderstood, symptom associated with fatty liver is persistent brain fog and impaired cognitive function. You might find yourself struggling with memory, experiencing difficulty concentrating, or feeling a general mental sluggishness that wasn't previously an issue. This isn't just about feeling tired, it's a distinct feeling of mental haze, as if your thoughts are moving through molasses. The connection between liver health and brain function, often referred to as the gut-liver-brain axis, is incredibly strong. When your liver is healthy, it efficiently filters toxins from your bloodstream, preventing them from reaching your brain. However, as fat accumulates in the liver, its detoxification capacity diminishes. This can lead to an accumulation of metabolic waste products and toxins, such as ammonia, which can then cross the blood-brain barrier and directly impact brain function. Think of your liver as the body's primary filtration system. If the filter is clogged, harmful substances can build up and bypass the system, affecting other delicate organs like the brain. For instance, someone might repeatedly forget appointments, struggle to recall common words during conversations, or find it challenging to focus on tasks that once came easily, like reading a book or working on a detailed project. They might attribute these lapses to stress or aging, overlooking the possibility that their liver is contributing to the problem. If this brain fog is ignored, it doesn't just affect your daily productivity and mental sharpness. It can profoundly impact your quality of life, leading to frustration, reduced confidence, and even social isolation if communication becomes difficult. In severe cases of liver disease, this can progress to hepatic encephalopathy, a serious neurological complication, underscoring the critical link between a healthy liver and a healthy mind. It's a reminder that your physical and mental well-being are intrinsically linked, and your liver plays a significant role in both. Another often missed indicator, though more subtle and perhaps less alarming on its own, is unexplained weight gain, particularly around the abdominal area, coupled with difficulty losing weight despite efforts. Now, most people attribute weight gain solely to diet and lack of exercise, and while these are certainly major factors, a struggling liver can also play a significant role. When your liver is infiltrated with fat, its metabolic efficiency drops. Your liver is crucial for processing fats and carbohydrates, and when it's compromised, it becomes less effective at burning fat for energy and more prone to storing it. especially around your midsection. This is particularly true for visceral fat, the deep abdominal fat that wraps around your organs. Furthermore, a fatty liver is often linked to insulin resistance, meaning your cells become less responsive to insulin, leading to higher blood sugar levels and, subsequently, higher insulin levels. High insulin levels signal your body to store more fat and prevent fat breakdown, creating a vicious cycle of weight gain that is incredibly difficult to break. Imagine your liver as the central control unit for your body's energy balance. If this unit is malfunctioning, it sends the wrong signals, leading to inefficient energy utilization and increased fat storage. A real-life example could be someone who significantly cuts calories and increases their exercise, yet sees minimal or no progress on the scale, especially in reducing their belly fat. They might feel frustrated and demotivated, believing their efforts are futile, when in fact, an underlying fatty liver is sabotaging their weight loss attempts. If this unexplained weight gain, especially around the abdomen, is not addressed in conjunction with liver health, it not only increases the risk of more severe fatty liver disease, but also contributes to other metabolic disorders like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. It's a clear sign that your metabolism isn't functioning optimally, and your liver is likely at the heart of the issue, needing attention to kickstart your body's fat-burning potential. Finally, one of the more visible and concerning signs, though typically indicative of more advanced liver damage, is jaundice, characterized by a yellowing of the skin and whites of the eyes. While less common in the early stages of fatty liver, its appearance signals significant impairment of liver function and warrants immediate medical attention. Jaundice occurs when there is an excess of bilirubin, a yellowish pigment formed from the breakdown of red blood cells, in the blood. A healthy liver efficiently processes bilirubin and excretes it through bile. However, when the liver is severely damaged by extensive fat accumulation and inflammation, as can happen in advanced fatty liver disease, steatohepatitis, or cirrhosis, its ability to clear bilirubin is severely compromised. This leads to a buildup of bilirubin in the bloodstream, which then deposits in the skin and eyes, causing the characteristic yellow discoloration. Imagine a drain that's completely clogged. The waste product, bilirubin, backs up and overflows, becoming visible externally. A real-life example would be a family member noticing a subtle yellow tint to a loved one's eyes or skin that wasn't there before, particularly after they've also been experiencing some of the other symptoms we've discussed, like chronic fatigue or abdominal discomfort. This is not a symptom to be taken lightly. If jaundice is ignored, it indicates that the liver is struggling severely, potentially progressing towards liver failure. It signifies that the damage is extensive, and the body's detoxification and metabolic processes are significantly impaired. This can lead to a host of other severe complications, including internal bleeding, fluid retention ascites, and hepatic encephalopathy, which can be life-threatening. While other conditions can cause jaundice, its presence in the context of other fatty liver symptoms should be an immediate red flag, prompting urgent medical evaluation and intervention to prevent irreversible harm and preserve liver function. It's the liver screaming for help, and it's a cry that must be answered without delay. Now that we've delved into some of the most critical signs that your liver might be struggling under the weight of excess fat, let's pivot to the truly empowering part of this discussion, the solutions and advice that can help you reverse fatty liver and reclaim your health. This isn't about quick fixes or magic pills. It's about embracing a holistic approach that targets the root causes of fatty liver, drawing inspiration from ancient wisdom and validating it with modern scientific understanding. Remember, consistency is key, and every small step you take contributes to a healthier, more vibrant you. First and foremost, let's talk about the ancient recipe we hinted at, a simple, yet incredibly potent daily habit that has been revered for its liver cleansing properties for centuries. This isn't a complex concoction, but rather a powerful daily ritual: a glass of warm lemon water first thing in the morning. Now, you might be thinking, lemon water, that's it. And yes, while it sounds deceptively simple, the synergistic effects are profound. Lemons are rich in vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect liver cells from damage. More importantly, they stimulate the production of bile in the liver, which, as we discussed, is crucial for fat digestion and detoxification. When your bile flow is improved, your liver can more efficiently eliminate toxins and excess fat. This ancient practice aids in flushing out the liver and supporting its natural detoxification pathways, literally helping to cleanse the system. To prepare this, simply squeeze half a fresh lemon into a glass of warm, filtered water. Drink this immediately upon waking, about 20-30 minutes before your first meal. The warmth of the water helps to further stimulate digestion and absorption. Important notes here: always use fresh lemons, not bottled lemon juice, as the fresh fruit contains vital enzymes and nutrients. And while this is a fantastic daily habit, it's a foundational step, not a standalone cure. Its effects are amplified exponentially when combined with the following lifestyle changes. The benefits you'll likely notice over time include improved digestion, less bloating, increased energy as your liver becomes more efficient, and a subtle but noticeable improvement in overall well-being. Building on the foundation of our ancient recipe, let's dive into dietary changes, which are arguably the most impactful interventions for reversing fatty liver. What you put into your body directly affects the burden on your liver. The core principle here is to reduce the demand on your liver and provide it with the nutrients it needs to heal. First, eliminate or drastically reduce processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats. This is paramount. Processed foods are typically high in unhealthy fats, excessive sugar, especially high fructose corn syrup, and artificial ingredients that place an enormous burden on your liver. Sugary drinks, candies, pastries, fast food, and most packaged snacks are major culprits in promoting fat accumulation in the liver. These foods overwhelm your liver's metabolic capacity, leading to fat storage and inflammation. Think of it this way: your liver has to work overtime to process these unnatural substances, diverting its energy from essential functions. The effect of reducing these will be immediate. Your liver won't be as overwhelmed, allowing it to begin its healing process. And prioritize whole, unprocessed foods. This means focusing on a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Fruits and vegetables: aim for a wide variety of colorful fruits and vegetables. They are packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber. Fiber is particularly important as it aids in digestion, helps regulate blood sugar, and supports healthy gut bacteria, which in turn influences liver health. Think leafy greens like spinach and kale, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, berries, and citrus fruits. These foods provide essential micronutrients that act as cofactors for the numerous enzymatic reactions your liver performs. Lean proteins include sources like chicken breast, turkey, fish, especially fatty fish rich in omega-3s like salmon and mackerel, legumes, and plant-based proteins. Protein is essential for liver repair and regeneration, and it helps you feel full, reducing cravings for unhealthy foods. Healthy fats: don't shy away from healthy fats found in avocados, nuts, seeds like chia and flax seeds, and olive oil. These fats are crucial for overall health and, in moderation, do not contribute to fatty liver in the same way unhealthy saturated and trans fats do. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish and flax seeds, are particularly beneficial as they have anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce liver inflammation. Third, focus on mindful eating and portion control. Even healthy foods can contribute to liver fat if consumed in excessive quantities. Pay attention to your body's hunger and fullness cues, and avoid overeating. Slow down your meals, chew thoroughly, and savor your food. This also aids digestion and nutrient absorption. Fourth, consider incorporating liver-supportive foods and herbs. Beyond the lemon water, certain foods are known for their liver-cleansing properties. These include garlic, turmeric, semolars with black pepper for absorption, green tea, and dandelion root tea. These have compounds that aid in detoxification and reduce inflammation. For example, the curcumin in turmeric is a potent anti-inflammatory agent, while compounds in green tea can help reduce fat accumulation in the liver. When applying these dietary changes, remember that it's a marathon, not a sprint. Small, consistent changes yield significant results. You'll likely notice improved energy levels, better digestion, and even weight loss as your liver begins to heal and your metabolism becomes more efficient. Important notes: rapid weight loss can sometimes temporarily worsen fatty liver, so aim for gradual and sustainable weight loss, is 1-2 pounds per week. Also, while these dietary recommendations are generally safe, if you have specific dietary restrictions or other medical conditions, it's always wise to consult with a registered dietitian or your healthcare provider to tailor a plan that's right for you. The effects of these dietary changes are truly transformative, providing your liver with the necessary building blocks and a much-needed break from inflammatory stressors. Beyond diet, lifestyle changes, particularly regular exercise, play an absolutely critical role in reversing fatty liver and promoting overall metabolic health. You don't need to become an Olympic athlete overnight, but incorporating consistent physical activity into your daily routine is non-negotiable for liver health. The primary way exercise helps is by improving insulin sensitivity and promoting weight loss, especially the reduction of visceral fat, that dangerous fat around your organs, including your liver. When you exercise, your muscles use glucose for energy, which helps lower blood sugar levels and reduces the demand for insulin. Over time, this improves your body's response to insulin, meaning less insulin is needed to manage blood sugar, which directly translates to less fat storage in the liver. Additionally, exercise directly helps burn off excess fat, including the fat stored in liver cells. It also increases your metabolic rate and helps build muscle mass, which is metabolically active tissue that burns more calories even at rest. So, what kind of exercise? Aerobic exercise. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week, or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity activity. Moderate intensity means you can talk but not sing during the activity. Examples include brisk walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, dancing, or even gardening. Break it up into manageable chunks if needed. 3 10-minute walks are just as effective as 1 30-minute walk. Strength training. Incorporate strength training exercises at least 2 times a week. This could involve lifting weights, using resistance bands, or doing bodyweight exercises like squats, lunges, and push-ups. Building muscle mass is incredibly beneficial for improving insulin sensitivity and boosting your metabolism, further aiding in fat loss and liver health. Incorporating movement throughout the day beyond structured workouts. Try to reduce sedentary time. Stand up and stretch every hour. Take the stairs instead of the elevator, or park further away to get extra steps in. Even small bursts of activity add up throughout the day and contribute to a more active lifestyle. A real-life example could be someone who starts by taking a 20-minute walk every evening after dinner, gradually increasing the duration and intensity, and then perhaps adding a couple of days of simple bodyweight exercises at home. The effects you'll notice include increased energy, improved mood, better sleep, and of course, weight loss, particularly around the midsection. Important notes: if you're new to exercise or have underlying health conditions, consult your doctor before starting any new fitness regimen. Listen to your body and start slowly, gradually increasing intensity and duration as your fitness improves. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Consistency is far more important than intensity in the beginning. Exercise isn't just about burning calories. It's about signaling to your body that it needs to be metabolically efficient and healthy, directly supporting your liver's recovery and function. It's a powerful tool for reversing fatty liver and fostering overall vitality. Beyond diet and exercise, 2 other crucial elements of a holistic approach to reversing fatty liver are stress management and adequate sleep. These might seem less directly related to your liver than what you eat or how much you move, but their impact on your metabolic health, and therefore your liver, is profound and often underestimated. Let's first address stress management. Chronic stress, whether from work, relationships, or financial worries, can have a significant negative impact on your physical health. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol. While cortisol is essential in acute stress situations, chronically elevated levels can lead to insulin resistance, increased visceral fat accumulation, and inflammation, all factors that directly contribute to the development and progression of fatty liver. Imagine your body constantly being in a fight or flight mode. It's not conducive to optimal metabolic function or cellular repair. Techniques for managing stress don't have to be complicated. Simple practices can make a world of difference. This could include mindfulness meditation for just 10-15 minutes a day, deep breathing exercises, spending time in nature, engaging in hobbies you enjoy, practicing yoga, or even just setting aside dedicated time for relaxation. For example, someone might find that starting their day with 5 minutes of quiet meditation, or ending it with a warm bath, helps calm their nervous system and reduce cortisol levels. The effects are often felt as a greater sense of calm, improved focus, and less emotional eating, which often accompanies stress. Important notes: find what works for you and make it a consistent practice. Stress management is a continuous journey, not a destination. Recognizing your stressors and developing healthy coping mechanisms is key to protecting your liver and overall health. Next, consider adequate sleep. In our fast-paced world, Sleep is often the first thing to be sacrificed, viewed as a luxury rather than a necessity. However, consistently getting less than 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night can significantly disrupt your metabolic hormones, including insulin and ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and leptin, the satiety hormone. Sleep deprivation increases insulin resistance, making your liver work harder to process glucose and promoting fat storage. It also increases cravings for unhealthy, high-sugar, high-fat foods, and reduces your energy for exercise. Think of sleep as your body's essential repair and recovery cycle. Without sufficient downtime, your systems, including your liver, cannot properly repair themselves or function optimally. To improve sleep quality, aim for a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, such as reading a book, taking a warm bath, or listening to calming music. Ensure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime and limit screen time before sleep. A real-life scenario could involve someone who previously burned the midnight oil, feeling constantly tired and irritable. Now prioritizing an earlier bedtime and seeing improvements not only in their energy levels, but also in their ability to make healthier food choices and stick to their exercise routine. The effects of good sleep are profound: improved insulin sensitivity, better mood, enhanced cognitive function, and a stronger immune system, all of which indirectly but powerfully support liver health. Important notes: if you suffer from chronic insomnia or a sleep disorder like sleep apnea, consult a healthcare professional for proper diagnosis and treatment. Prioritizing sleep is a fundamental pillar of health, providing your liver with the restorative time it desperately needs to heal and regenerate. Finally, while home-based solutions and lifestyle changes are incredibly powerful, regular health check-ups and medical consultation remain absolutely vital, especially when dealing with a condition like fatty liver. It's crucial to understand that these home remedies and lifestyle adjustments are complementary to, not a replacement for, professional medical guidance. Your doctor can accurately diagnose the extent of your fatty liver, rule out other potential causes, and monitor your progress. Regular health check-ups are your first line of defense. They allow for early detection of fatty liver through blood tests that assess liver enzymes, like ALT and AST, and sometimes imaging tests, such as an ultrasound. Many people are unaware they have fatty liver until it's discovered during routine blood work for another condition. If your liver enzymes are elevated, or if you have risk factors like obesity, diabetes, or high cholesterol, your doctor may recommend further investigations. Monitoring these markers over time is crucial to track the effectiveness of your lifestyle interventions. Consultation with a healthcare professional is essential for several reasons. Accurate diagnosis and staging. A doctor can determine if it's simple fatty liver steatosis, or if it has progressed to non-alcoholic steatohepatitis nenasis, which involves inflammation and liver cell damage and carries a higher risk of progression to cirrhosis. In some cases, a liver biopsy might be recommended for a definitive diagnosis and staging. Ruling out other causes, it's important to rule out other, more serious liver diseases, such as viral hepatitis, autoimmune liver disease, or alcohol-related liver disease, which might require different treatments. Personalized guidance. Your doctor can provide tailored advice based on your specific health profile, existing conditions, and medications you might be taking. For example, certain medications can exacerbate fatty liver, and your doctor might suggest alternatives. Monitoring progress and adjustments. They can monitor the effectiveness of your lifestyle changes and adjust your plan as needed. Regular blood tests and follow-up imaging can show if the fat and inflammation in your liver are reducing. Addressing co-occurring conditions. Fatty liver often co-exists with other metabolic conditions like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. Your doctor can help manage these conditions concurrently, as improving one often benefits the others. Preventing complications. Early and consistent medical oversight can help prevent the progression of fatty liver to more severe, irreversible conditions like cirrhosis and liver cancer. For example, a person who suspects they have fatty liver might initially try the dietary and exercise changes we discussed. When they go for their annual checkup, they share their concerns and efforts with their doctor. The doctor then orders baseline liver function tests and an ultrasound. After a few months of consistent lifestyle changes, follow-up tests might show improved liver enzyme levels and reduced fat on the ultrasound, confirming the positive impact of their efforts and providing valuable motivation to continue. Important notes: never self-diagnose or rely solely on internet information for medical conditions. Be open and honest with your healthcare provider about your lifestyle and any symptoms you're experiencing. Work collaboratively with your medical team to create a comprehensive plan that integrates both conventional medical care and proactive lifestyle changes. The effects of regular check-ups are peace of mind, early detection, and the ability to intervene before significant damage occurs, ensuring that your journey to a healthier liver is guided by expert knowledge and timely interventions. In summary, we've explored the silent epidemic of fatty liver, its profound impact on your health, and the crucial signs that your body might be signaling distress. From the persistent, often dismissed fatigue and subtle abdominal discomfort to changes in your skin, digestive issues, perplexing brain fog, and stubborn weight gain. These are all indicators that your liver needs attention. We also briefly touched upon jaundice, a more serious sign of advanced damage. But the overwhelming message here is one of hope and empowerment. Fatty liver is often reversible, and you hold the power to change its course. By embracing the wisdom of ancient practices, like starting your day with a simple glass of warm lemon water, and integrating modern, evidence-based strategies, you can ignite your body's natural healing capabilities. Committing to significant dietary changes, ditching processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats in favor of whole, nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats is foundational. Pairing this with consistent exercise, incorporating both aerobic activity and strength training, will dramatically improve your insulin sensitivity, reduce fat accumulation, and boost your overall metabolism. Don't underestimate the power of holistic well-being, actively engaging in stress management techniques to calm your nervous system and prioritizing adequate, quality sleep to allow your body to repair and regenerate are equally vital pillars. And crucially, remember the importance of regular health check-ups and open communication with your healthcare provider. They are your partners in this journey, providing accurate diagnosis, monitoring your progress, and ensuring that your efforts are both safe and effective. Your liver is an incredibly resilient organ, capable of remarkable healing when given the right support. Don't wait for more severe symptoms to manifest. Proactively protect your health, embrace these positive lifestyle changes, and take control of your well-being. Every small, consistent effort you make, every healthy food choice, every step you take, every moment of calm you find, contributes to revitalizing your liver and, by extension, your entire body. This isn't just about reversing a diagnosis, it's about reclaiming your energy, your mental clarity, your digestive comfort, and ultimately, your vibrant future. You have the power within you to achieve this transformation. Thank you so much for watching this entire video and for investing in your health. Your commitment to learning and growing is truly inspiring. If you found this information valuable, please show your support by subscribing to Body Revival, turning on those notification bells, and sharing this video with anyone you think could benefit. We're dedicated to bringing you more empowering health content, and your engagement helps us reach more people who need this vital information. We wish you all excellent health, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Stay healthy, stay strong, and keep reviving your body.